Racing Camaro, the current point leader, Chuck Barnes. On the third row, it's car number 29, the Integral Structures L&T Properties Racing Chevy Camaro. The car also sponsored by Riverport Warehouse, Reed Boone. And on the outside, it's the McDonald's Restaurants, Craig and Landreth Cars Racing Camaro of Chuck Winders. On back, it's the Tumbleweed Mexican Restaurants Racing Chevy Camaro of Joe Williamson. And on the outside, car number 38, the Churchill Downs Racing Camaro of the Scott Toohey. And then also in the lineup, car number 1, Donnie Sullivan in the Kentucky Custom Cycles Racing Chevrolet Camaro. One more lap and they'll be racing. One driver change coming just before qualifications tonight. The number 47, usually driven by Tom Seidler out of Germantown, Kentucky. Tonight will be driven by the defending Winston Martin Landscaping Sportsman champion out of Okolona, Kentucky. Car number 47 will be driven by Rick Irwin tonight. Rick starting outside row number 2.
In the VIP suite section of the track. And
set to go racing now as the field rolls down into turns 3 and 4. And the green flag is out and we're racing.
Glad to have Franklin Grinding Saw 2 with us here this evening. All right, we started off tonight's activities with the Mellow Yellow Extra Cash. Tonight we feature the Auto Winners Figure 8 division.
Coming around to complete lap number 1, and it's George Koch out front, but he's got a 3-car battle for the number 1 spot as they move into turns 1 and 2. Chuck Barnes tangles momentarily with Wade Johnson, giving Koch the absolute lead as they scoot down the back straightaway. A fine battle for second now between the number 5 of Chuck Barnes on the inside, Wade Johnson on the outside, and it looks as though Barnes' machine is a little bit loose coming off the corners and has allowed Wade Johnson to gain some momentum on him. Simultaneously, a battle for the number 4 spot develops between Rick Irwin and car number 47 on the inside and the number 8 of Chuck Winders on the outside. Back into turns 1 and 2, and it's the Thornton's Gas and Food Marts, Collins Chevrolet, and Banquet Table Buffet Racing Camaro of George Koch out front. Chuck Barnes shakes free from Wade Johnson to enjoy the second place position right now. And a good side-by-side battle back at third between Rick Irwin and the number 47 on the inside and the 09 of Wade Johnson on the outside. Scott Toohey joins the fray now as he scoots the number 38 Churchill Downs Racing Chevrolet up along the outside momentarily of the number 8 of Chuck Winders. And it looks like they've assembled themselves into a single file formation now with Wade Johnson inheriting the number 3 position. Irwin drop kicks back to 4th and Winders rounds out the top 5. After 6 laps of competition, it's George Koch, the 2-time mini stock champion here at Louisville Motor Speedway and a 1-time feature event winner in 1991 in this class. Out of turn 4, he'll click off lap number 7 and he's 3 away from the checkered flag. George Koch enjoying about a 4-car lane separation between himself and the second place running Chuck Barnes. Wade Johnson still sits solidly in the number 3 spot. Chuck Winders going to work on Rick Irwin now for the number 4 position, 2 laps away from a finish. The field's still pretty much in single file formation, moving down into turns 3 and 4, and the white flag will be shown to our leader. Off into turns 1 and 2, and it's going to be all George Koch by about 7 car lengths down the back straightaway. Again, Rick Irwin in car number 47 engaged in a battle at 4th with Chuck Winders, but it's George Koch coming to the line. Across the line at 2nd, it's Chuck Barnes in the number 5, and then finishing up at 3rd, the Pro Crafters Race Car Parts and Fabrication, Jesse Ford Truck Service Company Racing Camaro, car number 09, Wade Johnson. Chuck Barnes in his Suburban Car Mart, Barnes Auto Service, Bibby's Barbecue, and Robert Hobart Trucking Company Camaro for 2nd, and your winner is going to be car number 99, sponsored by Thornton's Gas and Food Marts.